Guys, my name is Mike or Kubera. Today we're talking about PARITY, POLKADOT, and supposedly hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Ethereum going, well, they're frozen. So you have a lot of frozen funds that unfortunately did affect the Ethereum price for a little bit yesterday. Now this happened less than 24 hours ago. There's been some updates to the situation and I thought, why not? Let's comment on it. So definitely stay tuned today for that and we'll see. So this article that I read it from personally, this was the first place, and then I started discussing it with some other crypto YouTubers because it was interesting. It came from TechCrunch, which we all know has, or maybe you may not know, but welcome. They love clickbait. They're marketers. Whatever, it's what I do, it's what everybody does. We're entertainers here, but they do have a little bit of education, which is important at the end of the day. They did change the title because a lot of people were complaining in the comments, so now it reads, "A major vulnerability has frozen hundreds of millions of dollars of Ethereum." So the author here, his name is John Russell. People were upset with John Russell. They're commenting on the fact that the previous title was making it seem like it's Ethereum's fault that suddenly this little thing that is associated with Ethereum but isn't exactly Ethereum, or it has really no affiliation with it whatsoever. It's not the developers, it's not the same team. So they were a little bit upset that TechCrunch made it seem like Ethereum was the problem here, which it isn't. There was a commenter who had a brilliant comparison between Ethereum and the US dollar where they said, you do not blame the US dollar and it doesn't go falling down when one crazy guy starts burning a pyramid of money. The Joker. Chaos. So the troublemakers here are PARITY, which PARITY had some issues back in July. Now, due to some newbie or somebody who's doing the code or whatever, whoever was working over at PARITY at the time, there was a problem that was resolved on July 19th, which multi-sig issue that was resolved around there. And this new problem started the day after, July 20th. A new version of the PARITY wallet library contract was deployed on the 20th of July. However, that code still contained another issue. It was possible to turn the PARITY wallet library contract into a regular multi-sig wallet and became an owner of it by calling the inti-wallet function. It would seem that the issue was triggered accidentally on the 6th of November. And subsequently, a user suicided the library turned into wallet, wiping out the library code, which in turn rendered all multi-sig contracts unusable since their logic was inside the library. So what does this mean? Anybody who's using PARITY was affected, which there was multiple ICOs since July that were using PARITY, and boom! One of the largest ones was POLKADOT, which is interesting because with POLKADOT, one of the main guys behind it is the co-founder of PARITY, so it makes kind of sense. Yikes, he just lost a bunch of money. POLKADOT, it's a project to link private-public blockchains. It raised over $140 million and about, I think, 60% of its ICO raise was affected. So that's a lot of money. That's approaching $100 million. Now it's not, but it's like 80 or 90 or whatever. But still, that is ginormous sums of money that you're talking about. And that's for one ICO that was affected. Boom, 60% gone like that. The co-founder, Gavin, yikes, when he woke up, I'm pretty sure he was upset with his employees. That is a sure thing. PARITY decided to tweet out, "Update, to the best of our knowledge, the funds are frozen and cannot be moved anywhere. The total amount of Ethereum circulating social media is speculative." They said they're working on it, but the funds are locked, and it's interesting. The price of Ethereum dropped from $305 to $291 yesterday, which was the lowest in 2 weeks. Now, that was partially due to this little update. Again, it's not Ethereum in itself, but it did affect hundreds of millions of dollars, supposedly. Definitely it did affect probably like 150. There was a number here, there was like 600,000 Ethereum, which was $150 million, but I'm not sure exactly whether that's all that they're revealing because it could be a much bigger problem than it actually is. or they're making it seem to be, because, you know, it's damage control, PR, that's how it works with this stuff. You don't want to, like, suddenly lose even more money due to the, you know, just, it's crazy. One event can trigger a lot of FUD, which later wipes out like hundreds of millions of dollars within a couple of days, which we've seen that multiple times before in the cryptocurrency world. Anyways, so that was interesting. What do you think about that? Hopefully they're able to resolve it somehow, I guess. I don't know how they're going to do that. They're going to have to probably like hard fork. I don't know. I'm just not sure because I don't really fully understand the code, the technical aspects behind stuff like that. So probably whoever's working there in their tech department is having a rough week, to say the least. But hey, my name is Mike, we're Kubera. We're going to be doing some more ICO videos, not ICO sponsorships, but I want to address the topic of ICOs because that is interesting. I like that. I'm fascinated by it. I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. So we shall see you guys later. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And bye.